Every morning, before the world gets noisy and the distractions start pulling at your attention, a battle begins. It's quiet, invisible, but it's real. No applause, no judgment, just you and a choice. To rise or to delay, to focus or to drift, to act with purpose or to let the moment slip away. When you scroll your phone before you even get out of bed, you hand control of your mind to something else. When you move through your morning without clarity, you enter the day already behind. And whether you win or lose this battle sets the tone for your entire day, and ultimately, your life. This battle doesn't happen in public. There are no spectators. Most people never talk about this because it feels too simple to matter, but it matters more than almost anything. Because the way you start your day is the way you shape your identity. When you hit snooze, you send a message to yourself that comfort is more important than growth. You haven't lost to anyone else. You've lost to yourself. They understand that discipline is not about feeling ready. It's about doing what matters, whether you feel like it or not. These are small things, but they create a huge difference over time. A chance to either strengthen your character or weaken it. A chance to either build momentum or lose it. And it's quiet, which is why it's easy to ignore. But don't. Not because of what they accomplish in the moment, but because of who you become by doing them. Discipline, consistency, especially when you're alone. Especially in the morning, when your willpower is vulnerable and the world is still quiet. That's the silent battle, and it begins the moment you open your eyes. There is no perfect morning routine, no magic checklist that guarantees success. It arrives slowly through tiny battles won when no one's watching. They wake up and immediately respond to everything around them. You become focused by removing what doesn't matter. You become consistent by refusing to break the chain, even when the day feels off, or your mind tells you to slow down. Messages, notifications, pressure, noise, and by the time they realize what's happened, the day is already out of their hands. What matters is what those first moments mean to you. It's about intent, ownership, awareness. Are you choosing how your day begins, or are you surrendering it? One distracted morning becomes a distracted week, and soon you feel behind, out of sync, frustrated. Most people live in reaction, but the few who win that silent battle, they move differently. They wake up with purpose. It's not because they feel like it, but because they've trained for it. It means you build trust with yourself one decision at a time. And that starts with a decision. A single moment where you say, I'm in control now. Winning the morning doesn't mean you do something extraordinary. It means you do what you said you would do. You drink the water, you move your body. You avoid the noise. You set a plan. Each morning is a reset button. Because success doesn't show up in one big moment. You become strong by doing the things you don't want to do. That's the part people miss. They think greatness is about motivation. It's not. It's about execution. That's where the battle happens. And the cost of losing it isn't obvious at first, but over time, it adds up. One late start becomes two. One missed habit turns into a week. And it all started with that moment you thought didn't matter, but it did. So how do you win this silent battle? You prepare for it? You don't leave your mornings to chance. You decide the night before what matters. You choose one or two things you're going to do as soon as you wake up, no matter what. Not 20, just a few. Simple, clear, non-negotiable. Then you keep that promise. It's forged in early hours, in small wins, in quiet decisions that no one sees. It's built when you get up instead of giving in. When you act with purpose instead of waiting for the perfect mood, even if you're tired, even if you don't feel like it. Because it's not about comfort, it's about direction. People think success is loud, that it's made in big moves. But real power is built in silence. You need to win the first 10 minutes of your day. That's it. Wake up. Get out of bed. Move, breathe, focus. Whatever your version is, Own it. That's what separates the few who rise from the many who stall. You don't need to overhaul your life, because once you start your day in motion, everything changes. Your confidence increases, your mind sharpens, your decisions improve. You carry momentum, not regret. But that doesn't matter. What matters is that you show up. You can either let it pass, or you can take control. You can either drift, or you can drive. You can either surrender, or you can lead. That you rise when it's easier to roll over. That you move when it's easier to wait. That you choose action over hesitation. And if you lose the battle one day, that's okay. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep fighting. Reset, recommit. They think their struggles start at work or in relationships or during stress. But those are symptoms. The root is in the morning, in the first decision. If you win the week, you can win the year. And if you do that long enough, you become unstoppable. In the moment where you either lead yourself or let yourself go, start again tomorrow. The power is in showing up, not never slipping. The truth is, most people never even know this battle exists. That's why this matters. It reflects how disciplined you are with your time, your energy, your attention. That's when you decide who you are and where you're going. Because your morning is a mirror. It reflects how seriously you take your goals. And if you can win the morning, you can win the day. If you win the day, you can win the week. But it always starts in the silence, before the noise, before the world makes demands. So tomorrow morning, when your alarm goes off, remember, the battle has already begun. No one will see it. No one will celebrate it. Because each morning is an opportunity. The choice is always yours. Make it count.